good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, I should say. So yeah, we are doing another live stream. This is a cringy start, but we're going to do some chatting, just chatting. Yeah, with the Discord server. So if you want to join this talk, you can be in the Discord server. As you can see, we have a little waiting room, and you can join that waiting room, and then I will drag you into the live stream. So that's what's going to happen. I'm just dragging a select group of people into the real live stream to talk with. So yeah, then we can start this thing off. So if there are any questions or you want to join, just the link is in the description, and then we can start. We'll first talk a bit about, I guess, the new end season. So yeah, let's drag some people in to start off with. If you have any questions, put them into the chat, and then we will answer them or talk about them. So yeah, let's drag some people in the live stream to start off with. Alright, we have some people in the chat. Hello guys.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
hey, Hans Hollifeld
Hi.
on his mic. Special guest today.
Oh, I'm honored to be here.
I saw you had your own live stream planned. What are you going to do?
Just a little bit of chit chat like this one. You know,
Yo,
it's nice
that's a
with little
violation of
break
privacy,
here
man.
and there.
But then with the chat Q&A, are people allowed to send in questions beforehand?
Yeah. Just I've asked for questions on Instagram, and then it'll just be like a general chit chat like this one.
And what's your
Some-
Instagram? Give yourself a shout out so people
Oh
know.
yeah. Shout out to myself right here and Hollifer, both on YouTube and on Instagram. So,
Alright
yeah.
guys, you heard the man. Go follow him.
Nice.
Yeah, don't be cringe and follow him. Come on.
What would be cringe?
It doesn't matter. Never mind.
If you don't follow Hans Hollifeld, yeah, then that
Yeah,
would be
exactly.
cringe, yeah. I turned on my phone, yeah. Have to check. Alright, so I don't see any topics in the chat, so I'll have to find out the topic. I don't know, has anyone something to talk about? Something he wants to discuss?
Ants, maybe.
Ants?
What's that?
That's a good topic, I think.
Well, it's a channel about ants, right? So it may
it
be
though?
sufficient that we talk about ants.
What are you
I don't
gonna
think
You know,
Then let's
which
start off
species
with
you have.
some dream species. Do you guys have any species? I saw this on Facebook. Do you have any species that you would love to keep, but probably won't keep?
Argentina.
Well, probably won't keep as a definite no.
Really like to
Because,
keep the Mermix.
Are the
I
mermaids?
I would
I
like
would
to
love-
keep Argentine ants because they could really grow into millions, but they are also invasive, so it
the
probably
Mermix.
won't happen.
Or Marauder ants. I think they might too.
I would say Ecototoma opacavantra.
Oh, I don't know that species. But where are they from? Or tell us a little bit about them.
South America, of course. You know where all the good ones are from. You know, South America.
But they are just like normal, or they do leaf cutting or something, or
They, you know, Ecototoma.
no? Don't know if anyone in this chat does.
No.
Hold on, I'll send a picture of it.
Yeah.
I'll send a picture of my colony. You know, these ones.
So
Oh,
the one that
nice.
they were €100.
Yeah, those
Is,
ones.
is that your dream species?
No, okay, these ones, the ones, it's similar to the species that I have, but it's like bigger and more colorful.
Oh, okay.
Like dinosaur ants.
I see one question here. It's when do ants become active after you take out of hibernation?
Well,
Depending on
depends.
species.
depending on species and how much you heat him,
Yeah.
or
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah.
Something like Tetramorium will be
They
up and
will
active
wake up
immediately,
faster
basically.
if you lay a heating cable under them. But
1
if
to
you
2,
just let them in
3
the
weeks.
cold, They won't
They
wake
take
up.
a while.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
what's wake up? Is waking up meaning that they're like
I assume like
active?
laying eggs and foraging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
If they
I'd
want
say-
food, if they are actively
Generally
in
like a
search
week or
for
two, I'd
food.
say. It's like generally a week or two after is when they start like doing stuff. You know what I mean?
But then you also don't heat them up right away, right? Because
It depends really.
It could stress them if you take them out and heat them straight away.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's not
It
really that
can.
natural.
Just let them be easy with the temperature
But also,
in your room,
yeah.
and then heat them if needed to.
mm-hmm.
Forma Casenaria take a while to come out, I think.
It only takes about a week or two.
Mm.
Cinderella.
So someone asked, does someone have Lasis flavus? I know I do.
I do.
I do.
Yeah,
I
me
would
too.
like to, but there was a guy in this today, and he offered one a colony for free. But I would really like to catch a few queens and put them together, and look how that will work out. So multiple queens, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I think.
They're
Yeah.
Lasis flavus are actually can be like really polygynous sometimes when they get large. Massive colonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 5-queen colony and they haven't really started arguing yet, so hopefully it will keep that way.
But do
I
you
think
see?
it
Tried
will
to-
become later that they will kill each other.
It's
Yeah.
not
I
even
tried to
usually
make a
it's the
double queen
queens that
colony,
fight to
but-
the death though.
I tried to make a double queen colony. Turns out both the queens were infertile, so that's good luck on me.
That's
Oh, that's
a
too
shame.
bad.
But
Yeah.
At
Hans Hollefeld,
least
do
live
you
in the
see?
UK, so they're pretty common.
Do you see a lot of like I have a Lasis flavus colony with 1 queen, I have a Lasis flavus colony with 2 queens, but like in terms of numbers, worker numbers, they are almost exactly the same. Do you see this as
Yeah.
well, or is the colony like booming right away?
Well, my Flavus colony has always been a lot behind compared to my newly caught Latios nitros, so
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, in
because flavus
comparison-
are flower growers.
yeah, that's been very clear to me.
But I have one question. What could
think-
what could you best feed them? Do they like sugar or fruit flies or crickets?
They
Or
don't
not
eat
too
much.
big.
Sugar water and fruit flies would probably be like what they'd love, I'd say. Sugar
Okay.
waters and fruit flies.
They
Because
they
they're
reject
pretty
most of my stuff.
they're very timid, so like something like big is probably a bit like
Yeah,
Not
they're
good.
they're really shy. I haven't seen them eat any time. Every time I feed them, I think they feed overnight, but I had never seen them feed.
yeah. Because in the wild they're not really like aggressive foragers. They're not really usually
Oh,
they're
in the wild they
mainly
live like
subterranean.
I think they live like 2 meters underground at least in the wild. So yeah.
Well, they make pretty big mounds actually. Can be over like a
Yeah,
meter,
I have
half
Lasis
meter tall.
flavus in my backyard, and there are always a few sandhills of
Yeah, they
Lasis flavus.
make quite big mounds.
I've seen a Lassie's flavus worker walking around 2 times in my life. That's how underground they are.
Yeah, but I'm hoping with multiple queens I can grow them quite big.
They can apparently they can get 100,000 workers per queen.
damn.
One-
Looking forward to that if that is real.
100,000 workers, Lasis flavus.
Yep.
Ooh,
They're also
now
very
I'm
like
really looking forward to Lasis flavus.
they're also very polydomous and like polygynous, so they can get
But-
pretty massive colonies.
But I think it takes a lot of patience.
Patience.
Yeah, it takes a few years.
Patience and a lot of care to grow Lasis flavus big. So I will share my experiences with flavus if I have the colony, but now I don't. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
I killed half my colony, both with food, and then after that they didn't want to move into a new test tube, and the old test tube literally started to what's it called they start to drain the water out all over the place. So I have to just literally take the workers out with small cotton balls because they just didn't want to move. So like half the colony died, and now they're down to 5 workers, I think. And before hibernation, they were at 50. So great start of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Oh.
sucks. I guess that happens to almost everyone at some point.
Yeah.
It happened to me. Well, not with that many workers, but yeah, with some of them. They think, oh,
You
damn.
can never do it perfect.
Yeah,
So
that's
sometimes
true.
you will screw up.
Someone
Yeah.
asked, how are you? I'm very good. See them Nation. Never saw you here before, so I'm guessing you're new. Welcome. If you want to have a talk in the Discord, just link is in description. Move to the waiting room, and yeah, I'll rotate everyone when I feel like the time is right. So
Okay.
for the 2 people I just added, Zoltlik from Ends of Europe and Martin Clarkson, also a very familiar face. So I don't know if they
Hello.
have mics on. They have.
I do.
Very nice. So yeah, I know that Zoltlik keeps some very interesting species, like a huge Nicobransis colony and a huge Messer colony. Do you have anything else?
Huge.
So,
mean-
like,
yeah.
do you also have a YouTube channel?
Kinda. It's just
Ki-
for like learning the editing process of the videos. But I mostly don't have like huge colonies, as I like to rotate my end species quite often.
Nice.
Wait, can I ask why? Why's that?
Well, I want to see like the difference between like the main, what is it called, genus, like Camptonatus and Laces.
Yeah.
So I want to see the differences on them, and it's also because I have just, well, not found something that I like.
Yeah, so you just like get bored of, or not
Yeah,
bored, but
yeah,
you just
I
Okay.
kind of get like bored, and I like.
What kind of species are you seeking? Big majors or small colonies or?
Now I'm looking towards like bigger ants. That's why I have get my Campanatus colony so long. And yeah, I have never had I've never had success with small colonies, all small worker sizes like Fugax. Since
I
well,
feel like you should try keeping some Pomeranians. Seems like you want some.
yeah, I did try, but they didn't just like to feed. I offered them some crickets and mealworms.
What did you
for advice.
try? What did you get? Like Entrepreneur or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be pretty easy to keep in terms of Pomeranian.
Yeah, but it was just my first experience, so I might need to study more of them before I try again.
Maybe. You can also
I have
buy Marco's Colony.
I have a question. I'm also keeping Master Barbarus, and I am really asking myself, or have the question, when can you expect the first major or the first soldier ant? I have like the very small workers from the beginning. I have the more medium-sized workers, so way bigger than the first generation. But when can you expect the majors or big soldier ants?
I think maybe from 50 to 100 workers you can expect them.
Yeah,
Okay.
my Aciculatus colony, a different species, but anyways, they got the bigger majors around like 100 workers. So around that
Okay,
you can expect some.
thanks.
Yeah, but there are 3 different size majors for Mesobabrus. So you will get some of the majors, just not the large majors.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I meant. Just when can I expect majors? Not
Like ants with big heads, or
yeah, just big heads, not the biggest ants of the colony, but just bigger ants with red heads and just
Yeah,
a cool looking.
kind of weird.
I think you can get
Because,
that already around 30 to 40 workers. Then they'll start producing small majors that to cut up the seeds.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Thing is, Messer Barbarus and stuff like that don't have a definite cast. So like you'll notice there's massive differences in the sizes of majors. even though they're not the same cast, not like super majors or whatever. Like,
Yeah, so you should notice the difference in the brood sizes because they do vary a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So I have been thinking about getting myself some Crematogaster scutellaris colonies, but is that I see myself as a beginner antkeeper. I don't know. Is this a beginner species? Are they easy to take care of?
they're easy to care. Yeah, they're really easy. Like
okay.
they grow fast. They eat a lot. It's not too hard. The biggest problem I'd see is escaping, because they're pretty good at escaping.
They are small, or
Yeah, but no,
They're not really
they are
small.
good
In
to
terms
climb.
of Chromatogaster, they're pretty big though,
Yeah,
which isn't a high bar. So
but that's like basic baby powder barrier works for them as well.
okay,
yeah, but they'll find a way around it. Usually, is what they'll do. So
Yeah,
okay. Then I might need to get them, but I just heard that the ant lady doesn't ship to Europe anymore. Don't know if anyone can confirm that.
Not at
but-
all.
Well, yeah, someone said she
UK.
doesn't at the moment, only UK.
weird.
yeah, it's
it
the
makes
Brexit
sense with
delay.
with Brexit. Yeah.
But you still order from Ants Davey, right? And Oliver, he's also located in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
but
still
he-
ship.
Yeah, they still ship, but the problem is, like, when I bought my Fidoli PL colony, I had to buy a colony, and then when they got shipped into Denmark, I had to pay toll, and I'd had to pay fast because else I would have to, else it would come. Else I was
It's
scared that
stupid.
the ants would arrive dead, so I had to pay fast. So
Oh, are we at 799 subs? Ooh, would be cool if someone has feedback. Stein, are you watching the stream?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I just subbed with my other account.
Oh
so
yeah, fix it real quick and then I'll put you back
Yes.
in.
7.99.
Yeah, you're also growing
That's
very
great.
fast, and Oliver.
Yeah, until Sunday, I think. Since Sunday, it's just completely stopped at 666. So that's a promising number.
Well, yeah, but
so close to 800.
yeah, I see it. Yeah, but yeah, it's always
798.
after the Sundays when the video gets promoted to some new people, and it's always a spike. It's the same for me,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, it's going pretty well. I mean, when we started, someone thank you, Mama, for the sub.
Congrats,
I'm
800.
back.
Very nice. 800. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Nice.
Thanks.
It's a big goal.
Giveaway time or
200 more, and then we are at the
801
new
actually.
milestone. Awesome.
You,
So
you
yeah.
don't have a sub counter in your live stream.
No, that sadly doesn't work. YouTube changed.
actually, mine is actually working right now. I just realized today, sitting here right now, it just changed to it works again.
But I thought that YouTube now rounded all the numbers, and that's why you don't have a sub count anymore. That's what I, because I tried it, but didn't work.
But you need to get it from another website.
Yeah, that's how you did it before. But if you go onto your YouTube channel analytics, you can see your subscribers, and under that, see live count. I haven't seen this before today, and so I think it's been added back again.
Then I should
It's
definitely check
annoying
that out. So
It's
yeah,
annoying that you need 1,000 subs on mobile to live stream.
Yeah, that's weird. Some people talk about that. I
Wait.
have never had that problem.
you need to
Like, I would've
subscribe to
streamed,
live
but-
to see the live stream or what?
You need 1,000 subscribers on mobile if you want to live stream. So
Really?
it's annoying. Yeah.
But then when you switch over to PC with your main account, then you can't then you can live stream or huh? That's weird.
Yeah, but my channel's on iPad, basically.
But you got flagged, right? Because you were too young or something.
Yeah, I tried it and just completely oofed.
No, that's sad.
So
Nina
don't know if
Turo,
it's permanent.
why don't you join this? Why don't you join the waiting room? If you're that active in the chat, just a suggestion. And Warriors, I have spoken to you before, I believe. Come in the chat, guys. Link is in the description. Will be a lot of fun. Let's see if Stupid fixes mic again. Sorry, I have to throw someone out. I'll just pick random people. Except Adam Tolliver because he has to go soon. He fixed
Thank
it.
you.
Because you are having major feedback, Stupid. That's why I quickly removed you.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah. But if it's now fixed, then it's good. So, yeah. Does anybody have something happened with his ants in the past or some major event?
Yeah.
I lost like 1,000 workers in my Tetramorium, so at one point.
That's.
What happened there?
Okay, so I was moving them into a different nest, and I didn't realize that they chewed through the white tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So about 1,000 escaped. Okay, about 2,000 escaped, right? Because of a 3,000 working colony.
Yeah.
And I got at least 1,000 back, and I was like, fucking, like, a lot of them died, so.
Damn.
Like, it just disappeared, I don't know where they went.
But then for the people watching and they might encounter such an escape where a lot of workers escape, how would one fix this? Do you have any tips for them?
I used an aspirator, so like basically it's a bit of tubing attached to a container, like that you
Seen one of those before.
attached to another bit of tube that you suck through, but it's like covered off a mesh. So when you suck up the ants, like they go into the little container and they don't go through the mesh into your throat. It helps catch a lot of them very fast.
That's pretty
He
smart.
didn't realize the mesh was broken.
Some cotton will help too, I think.
Some cotton will help
Cotton,
too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, cotton helps, but I'd say aspirator is just better because you can just suck them all up.
Yeah, I always use these little makeup pads that that my mom uses. They are also cotton and they're just like perfect for test tubes and stuff. But I have found out that I used to pick up ants with my tweezers, but then you kill accidentally a lot of them because you squeeze
If you
too
get
hard.
featherweight tweezers, that you can pick them up.
Yeah,
fine.
those who you can't put pressure on when they grab something. Yeah, I know them, but I don't have them. But now I just take a piece of cotton and just brush over the ants, and they usually clang onto it really fast, and it seems to be really effective.
Sometimes with my Fedora and Noda colony, just put the iron tweezers in front of them, and they'll just bite down on it, and that's simple enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's also an option.
Yeah.
Can't you just vacuum clean them up and put them back?
The vacuum cleaner is just annoying, though, I think.
Yeah, but
Yeah, okay, it might cause a lot of trouble, but you also have those specialized vacuum cleaners for wasp. Can't you use those so that they are coming in? I
don't think those are very specialized.
No, but
Wait,
I
did
mean
you say
like,
wasps,
that
though?
they come in some pot of like you can see how they are stuck up.
I feel like it's just a more dangerous version of an aspirator.
Yeah, I would go for an aspirator as well. If you have a colony that's that big, like if 10 escape, that's not really a big issue. But yeah, like Anne Duchess, who some people might know, when her 4K colony of Messer almost complete escape, that was a different story. So
I haven't talked to Anne Duchess in like so long.
Well, you should. She's always
And I
very
thought
active.
of.
Nah, I'm not in any servers where I got banned from AAK a while ago.
Oof.
Oh, aesthetic.
Yeah.
Also, congrats on the 800 subs.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah.
I was the 799 because I subscribed with my other account. So
okay. Yeah, well, it's going pretty well.
I just realized you were getting a lot of feedback from me. God damn it. No expression was off.
Lol, yeah. But
also,
there is kind of an issue that we maybe can talk about where there are some weird rules. Even one case I heard, Sally isn't here. I had hoped he was here. Ants UK, our big friend. But yeah, he almost got banned because he ordered from Ants Davy.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Which is a very weird story, but
on YouTube or
no, in the Ants and Ant Keeping Discord server.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Ants on keeping Discord is like it's a mess because the guy who owns it, it's all based off his own opinion, basically. Like, that's kind of why it's a bit different, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, someone saying in the chat you get banned if you keep exotics. Which is kind of weird because it's just I even I made a video about it and I checked it in with the government even to see if it was legal, and it was completely legal to keep any species.
It's his opinion basically, so like it's all based off his own opinion.
Server, then.
Yeah, it's weird because there's 14,000 members, I believe.
It's 4,000. It's nearly 4,000.
What? Oh, I thought it was a lot more. But I see someone new. Let's drag him in before
There's
he leaves again.
also a new server, and they say there's a server where no one can sell illegally, but it's just the opinion because he doesn't know all the rules from all the countries.
And Zafir makes an interesting statement here that they choose which exotics you get banned for. That's even more interesting.
Well,
another thing is though, I know a lot of people in that server who do have proper illegals as well. So pretty weird.
I just heard today that you can. I talked with a guy from Australia setting up his own shop very soon. Very exciting. And he said that if he wanted to get a permit to send out queens from Australia to Europe, which is legal for us but not for them, the permit alone would cost him $600 Australian dollars. So it's pretty insane.
But the thing is though, because of the way that Australia is, right? You'd make back that money by selling 2 very common species from Australia, like very fast. It's pretty insane.
And those 2 common are like bull ants and then the
any species
Myrmecia.
Really. Like, Myrmecia, like they're so common, they're pretty overrated, and they're just so expensive in Europe and even Australia itself. Like it's not worth the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said that the prices of ants inflated in Australia because they were so high in Europe, which is kind of weird. But
actually, they in Europe, in Australia, they did inflate, but they actually lowered the prices since from a few years ago. A few years ago, you'd buy a single Myrmecia queen for about €1,000.
Yeah.
Now it's about 300. It wasn't even way more insane. Like,
imagine you get it and then she dies within a week. Then,
that would be
too bad.
That would be insane. Talking about expensive ants and Holifo, I have to ask again, when are you getting your leafcutter colony?
Due to COVID, it's still just on hold. But I think with all the vaccinations going on, that hopefully UK will open up a little bit. But
is it on hold because he doesn't have them, or he doesn't want to send them?
No, it's because Stavy, he has a guy who travels down to where they are native.
Oh, stupid, your mic again. Oh, it's
hold on. Okay. My mic. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, so basically he travels, or he has a guy who travels down to where they're native and gets them, and then he takes them home to the UK, and then Stavy sells them after he had checked them out.
It's by any chance Andrew?
They are healthy.
Do you know who his name is? His name is?
Who? The guy who sells them or the guy who gets them?
The guy who supplies them, yeah.
No, I don't know. But
I know
the problem
one guy
is
from UK who does it. Andrew. He goes down to Tobago.
I must say I can't say if it's him or not. But the point is, due to the UK being in lockdown,
you have a lot of bad noise in your mic. I'll move you for a sec if you can fix it. Yeah.
Thanks.
I think
one cable is not completely in. It's don't know the word for it. Yeah, no, it's fine. But then suddenly it goes.
Okay, noise suppression keeps turning off for some reason.
Yeah, but the problem is that he can't go out of the UK to get them because he can't travel outside the UK due to travel restrictions.
Okay, so he has to go on a plane or something, or what?
Yeah, he literally has a guy who goes down and gets them and brings them home to Stavy, and then he takes care of them for 3 weeks, and then he sells them.
your best chances of getting a cheaper colony though is to find someone from French Guiana.
Yeah, I mean,
it should be way cheaper over there than it is in the UK.
But how would you send a leafcutter colony over like to different continents?
It's in the EU.
I'm not sure, but I know that Anstavy, he sells them. It's for expensive shipping price because they from the moment he sells them to the moment they arrive at my house, it's about 48 hours, and then they lay with a heat mat or something, so they don't really lose the heat. But
I don't
quite know how they sell them overseas.
Be careful heating them because the fungus hates heat. By the way.
Yeah, I don't think it's more than 30 degrees, but I just think it's like a hot water or something that's beside the. I don't know, to be honest.
If you're gonna keep them, try keep them at like 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the fungus dies at around 30.
But I'm wondering if they they catch them like in South America, right? And then do they send them, I guess, by plane, but not in test tubes, right? Because those queens are massive, and they have already in founding stage a little. Okay.
I know, and he has a little plastic container for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's more like a deli cup. That's what it is, deli cups. With grout or plastic bottle.
Hello again.
Because I know that the queen drags the fungus when they have a nuptial flight. It's pretty cool. They take some fungus from the original colony and then keep it in their mouth until they found the first workers. But yeah, then I'm guessing they have to send them over with the fungus and all. Really
are you talking about leafcutter ants?
Yeah, leafcutter ants. Yeah.
Oh, those huge mold belts they make and those huge nests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, it's pretty funny that like all leafcutter ant setups are like completely blank, but actually in the wild they build their nests underground, right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering, can you even make a natural setup with leafcutter ants?
Yeah, I think the colonialist, he made one where I just like put dirt and then they started digging around the dirt. But that
you can't for sure, but like
I failed, I think.
Their nests get up to 6 foot, which is around 1 meter and 80 centimeters deep. So you should have a really big tank if you want to make a natural.
You can never create the same climate, I think, in the sand.
Okay, yeah, sand sucks, but think of stuff. Ada, especially Ada anyway, they're really easy to keep actually. They have a high mortality rate at the start because, which is why they have like thousands and thousands of queens flying at once.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get one to found, they're really easy. Like you just feed them a few leaves now and again.
Yeah, but you say easy, but you are a master at temperature. I know this from because I know you. But I watched some videos from, I believe it's Ant Scotland. He has a large leafcutter colony, and he said in one of his videos when the temperature gets beneath a certain degree, I believe it's 25 degrees, the fungus could actually start dying off. So I mean, I wouldn't call that really an easy ant. if you get the temperature wrong, they just die off.
You have to be sweating all the time.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah. Well, I have my room's like 30 degrees though. But
what kind of freaking desert monster are you?
I like heat. My ants like heat, so I adapted to the heat.
Yeah.
Is that because you're hot?
Whoa! Keep it PG, my guys.
PG-13.
Thing is though, I think I really want Ada because they're just cool. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted.
Plus, they have like. Thing is though, the prices on them are just insane. Like it's not worth. Don't even worth like €100. Like, obviously they're really cool ants, but because of how large our nuptial flights are every year, they're just not worth €100 a queen. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends on how desperate you are.
If I'm looking at some of those ant websites, they just ask €100 or more. Sometimes even 200 or 300 €300.
Do you want me to send you a video of an Ada nuptial flight?
It's one queen. And
yeah,
it's one insect, and maybe it's going to die in 3 days, and then you have paid €300 for it.
Wait, so do you want me to send a video of another nuptial flight? Yeah, like I can send it in
Yeah, sure,
like
send it.
Groovy. Okay, I'll show you.
Did someone
It's in
see the
Ecuador.
new Ant Boy UK leaf cutter Outworlds?
Yeah.
I don't really
didn't.
think that it could outworlds are really any
Yeah,
point to it.
But have you
You just
seen
get
the
an
new
AMAC
one?
box.
The new one has a sensor that you can connect via an app, and if the temperature and humidity gets beneath a certain level, the app will ping you and tell you that you need to water your ants. How cool is that?
Oh, that's nice.
But
Well,
in my
if-
eyes, it is a little bit ugly on the top of the lid. That little black
Thing is though, once ABBA get like decent size, you don't even need to water them anymore. They water themselves using leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I am living.
Make it easier.
Yeah, Dutch people have to know how is that zoo in Amsterdam called? I just completely forgot. But it has
Artis
something.
has a
Yeah,
large leaf
Artis.
cutter colony.
Sorry.
But
Yeah, there's one cool leaf cutter colony there. So you have
like leaf
a
cutters.
special building, and that's all about bacteria and cells and all that kind of stuff. But there's also a leaf cutter colony in a open environment surrounded with water.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see them cut all those leaves and take it to the nests. So I think that's a really cool place.
Yeah, they
So if
do,
you live in the Netherlands
Leaf
and you want to
cutters are
see leaf
weird.
cutter ants, a big colony, you can go to
Yeah.
Artis.
or in the south where I used to work. I used to work in a zoo, but nothing special. I was just making fries for the customers. But-
disappointing.
But I could go to the zoo for free, which was cool. And they have also leaf
Yeah.
cutter colony, but it's basically, I believe it's an exact Ants of Europe, not Ants of Europe, an Ant Store Germany setup. Like it's almost the exact same cages. Maybe they were custom made, but it's almost the exact same. Very
Yeah.
simple setup, but yeah, it works.
Yeah, but
It
Yeah,
works,
leaf cutters
so.
are weird. I tend to find that they just give me a shiver sometimes. They
Yeah,
enjoy eating
Also
mold.
those soldier ants from the tropic.
It's not mold.
Those
Isn't it? Or fungus.
Yes.
Okay.
those soldier ants and those I think some of those they are really cool, but also
Mm.
they are look quite like a spider, you know, with those. They are big. They are
Triangular heads.
They are very
Thing is-
cool, but also kind of creepy.
So there's one thing I want to talk about.
Mhm.
Well, it's more like a question and Hollöfer because he has TikTok, guys. Go follow him. He uploads from time to
I
time.
will.
Sure to do that.
Damn,
So
we're
yeah,
doing all these shoutouts.
Yeah.
that's why you're here. No, no, just kidding.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Oliver, why
Go
don't you do a
subscribe.
shout out for aesthetic?
I
He
will,
already
I will,
did.
um,
He already did a few times
Yeah.
in his
Oh.
videos. So that was very nice. Especially when I was still very small, he gave me shout out. Never forget. Never forget.
Yeah, I actually found your channel because I watched a video of Oliver.
Hey, see how that goes.
Oh,
Shout outs do work. So yeah, nice.
I'm just shouting.
But I am
Yeah.
sure that you watched some other TikToks from other ant keepers.
yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
ever
for
come
people-
across camera lights and ants?
Yeah, I have.
What do you think
Mhm.
of that?
What I heard,
his videos.
I don't know. I think he sells them a little bit wrong in my eyes.
Bugs.
Mhm.
With the whole killing a new live animal every week,
Yeah.
every day.
What do you see?
Wait, sorry, what was the question? I didn't catch up.
Well, camera lights and ants. He's actually a great guy, and I heard a lot of cool stuff about him, and people say
Yeah, he's really nice.
Yeah, but then he kind of has the I call it the Ants Canada syndrome, where he has to do everything something more crazy to get more views.
Thing is,
Like
the difference between Ants Canada,
like Ants
Canada.
Canada with a few million subs, he just puts his hand in a setup full with fire colonies. Fire
Yeah.
I mean, he totally didn't buy a whole forest a few days ago.
yeah, that's true. For 4 million, I
Yeah.
saw
Thing
that.
is though,
That was crazy.
thing is though, it's because he just has money, right?
Mhm.
And he's
Yeah.
trying to keep up the money because he's a businessman, not an ant keeper.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of see he used to have passion, for keeping the ants themselves, right? But I think he just lost the want to keep ants, and now he's just like doing it for money at this point because it's too much of a Like you can't.
Yeah.
But the
lose.
thing is also he's building a mansion for all of his ant keepers to live in and all his editors. So it's not Mikey who runs the channel anymore. He's just a voiceover creator. He has reporter guys and everything.
He hired people to feed the ants and like that.
Yeah.
It's more like a business now. He does what people want to see.
He uses the channel to shout out his shop. And also shout out smaller channels with music and all the stuff he does actively engaged in.
Yeah, but the big problem I have with that a lot of people, because you can't go around that, a lot of people actually really like his videos, and those people get into ant keeping because of his videos, and that is something he does. Yeah,
I mean, he also inspired me.
Yeah, so that's very good. The big problem I have with like Ants Canada and maybe even also Camera Lights with Ants is that they give the wrong message to new ant keepers, and
so like it's fairly easy, and in a few days.
Yeah, and they
can grow a million colony.
Yeah, exactly, and they are portraying ant keeping like how it's not. Yeah, that's not how it goes.
The thing is
patience.
And then I see people on I've been on Facebook a lot in the group chats, and you won't believe what you see there. People moving a queen with like 5 nanetics into the biggest Ants Canada nest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's also a responsibility of the
that's sad.
Of the channels and feeding your ants like live snakes and live wasps, and I don't know what they all do on TikTok, which is weird. I think that's just the wrong message, because people will think that's normal, and they will start feeding them this weird shit, and maybe even that bee will sting the queen and then she'll die, and
to me,
can I say 2 things?
What? Who was talking?
I'm just looking at my ants, Mesobarbarus, munching some sunflower seeds away, just totally random, but I'm standing next to my colony, and I saw that they have picked up some of the crushed sunflower I gave them. And also, every month or so, he does an update of one of his colonies, and then they have grown, but he is making it look fairly easy and fast to grow them.
Thing is, though, as well, is that he says stuff like, here is my 4 million worker colony or whatever. It's only like 10,000 workers max. You see what I mean? He gives off a lot of misinformation because that gets views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he talks about how he's selling up his gem and now to have super majors, even though they don't have super majors. It's just a large major. Same way Mr. Barbaras have large majors but not super majors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you corrected me a few days ago in the chat.
Yeah.
They weren't super majors, but just majors.
Yeah, it's just general misinformation because it's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like you can't. It's unavoidable at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you have also medias. I feel like even less people know about them. I didn't even know about them until someone pointed it out. It was actually Ants and Fun who pointed it out. I said, "Oh, look, my Mesobarbarus has its first soldiers."
Yeah.
But they were actually called something like medias. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, media.
Same. I think he was the one who taught me as well. Because I was like, I got the same lesson. That's not a major.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that even was a thing. So you see that even people who are really involved into ant keeping usually have the wrong information. That's another big 100%. Thing. That's why I always listen to Stupid Idiot, because he has like I know that you have the most experience from the people I know, and you're always straight to the point, which is nice. But then I ask, what should I feed my colony, and then I get 20 different answers, and then I still don't know what to feed them. It's just experience, I guess.
It's also difference is that Europe has a lot of misinformation in general because of stores and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just because of our law, like the laws in Europe are lackluster, which is a good thing, but it also makes misinformation more common. If you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look in America, right? There's a lot more correct information. But there's also a lot of misinformation in places like California.
I think you should be careful what you're saying right now. America is where they dig up the colonies just to So
Yeah,
sell them.
and fill
That's
all
not
the colonies
necessarily a
with
bad thing, though.
molten
no.
iron to make art. I don't know if you can call it art if you burnt all the ends away.
Well, most of those were like Stelnops and Geminata on the videos I've seen.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they are invented.
Stelnops
So
and Victa.
it doesn't matter so much.
But the thing is, though, like in America, there's a lot more accurate information. But in other places like California,
That's true.
there's more misinformation again because of the fact that it's even bigger over there. So where the community is biggest, the most misinformation is. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I am at a few Discord servers about ants, and some people say, yeah, Lassis Flavus is a fairly easy species to keep, and others say, yeah, it's really hard, and they have quite the appetite, and they don't like to eat this and this, and oh gosh, it's hard.
I think it's just all about your own experience.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
And the character of your colony.
I feel like also beginner species as well is very subjective as
Mhm.
well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Could it be even like can we say a Lasis niger is a beginner species? Like it's commonly known as a beginner species, but they
Well-
will grow quickly and they will try to escape. Like
Thing is, I think that's what all ants. All ants will try to escape if you don't do this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
but isn't Niger pretty good at it at some point?
I mean,
Yeah,
Lassis
I'd say
Flavus
that's a
doesn't escape. Can almost guarantee that. I once, well, that's then also my own experience, but due in hibernation, but yeah, then they are really still. I left. I had them in the Wakushi feeding module, and I left the module open for like 2 months, and 0 workers escaped. So yeah,
That's just
that's also a bit
That's just
lucky,
their
I guess.
biology.
But yeah.
they are shy.
They are shy, yeah. I read something about them, and they actually like feed on grass mites or something, and those mites
They
feed,
feed on
grass,
aphids, root aphids.
or grass
root
aphids,
aphids.
yeah, that feed on the roots of the grass, on grass, or
Yeah.
something like that.
So you can
Pretty
dig
cool.
up some grass and just feed the root to the ants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they'll never really see them again. To be fair. If you do
There
that.
will be quite a lot of moisture and sugars and
Yeah,
salt
see,
and
like,
minerals and
um,
everything.
But what a lot of people say about Lasis niger is that it's the best beginner species. That's not necessarily true. That's what I mean,
I
right?
screwed up my first Lasis niger colony. I put a small piece of banana in it. It began to molt because they didn't like it. And I placed them in a way too big nest, like they had 10 workers. And I placed them in a cube nest of Ants Kingdom, the large one.
Yeah.
And
But
they were so...
Yeah,
I think
Crumped up.
Lassis niger has a reputation that it's such a common species that even, well, when people make mistakes, they say, okay, yeah, it's just Lassis niger, so it's nothing to worry about. So that's why I think it makes beginner species. And well, I try now to keep all beginner species. For me, that's just species you don't have to heat and you don't have to check humidity. But then it turned out that you actually should heat all your ants. That's also a new thing I learned recently.
You don't have to. You don't like need to, but it's just
Better.
makes them grow faster.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But what I mean is like there's no best beginner species. It depends on who you are, what you want, what you want with your ants.
Mm-hmm.
If you like
Yeah,
fast growing species, Tetramorium are really easy.
But I think the thing with Lasis niger is,
They're so
of
common.
course, of course you can hear about people giving them bananas and then they die. But I think that's just in general they are pretty forgiving. Like I had my first Lasis niger colony before I even really got into ant keeping, and I almost stopped caring for them because I lost the interest. And then I regained it a little bit, and they had just keep growing because I just gave them food once a week, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of whatnot. And the thing is, they're just a kind of survivor species.
Yeah,
because-
for sure. But
So
what I mean is
how big can Lasis niger colonies grow?
about 40,000 workers.
40
40,000. It's about the max, yeah.
with multiple queens, or
Single queen because they're monogen in the wild. So
well, I saw a video where they got 2 queens together and they didn't kill each
but
other after
they
2
will.
months.
That doesn't really mean much. After a while, they'll eventually kill each other. They work out.
I mean, I'm doing a little experiment on my channel where I put I threw a few queens together just to show everyone for the future not to do it. But I have 1 3-queen colony that keeps on surviving. I mean, I have a 3-queen colony where they just didn't work out, and 2 2-queen colonies where it just didn't work out. And I have 1 3-queen colony, and that just keeps going crazier and crazier. So.
Yeah, but how big is the colony? That's my question.
Oh, it's not so big. It's still only like around 50 workers, I think. So.
Yeah, so it sometimes takes a while, if you know what I mean.
It is
but
so.
they will use the opportunity of 3 queens to just gain as much brood as they can, and then the dominant queen will rule over the other queens and ultimately kill them.
Yeah, but I even though that's kind of what I did, I don't think it's really ethical to do that way. I mean, I could say I have a brood boosted colony because I had 2 queens laying egg for a few months, so now it's really going crazy. And that may inspire people, but in my eyes, it's still a queen that has been killed because you put them together.
Yeah.
At least in my eyes.
Like,
I
feel like in the UK it's even more like, it's just Lacy's manager because they have like massive flights as well, though.
You can see it from the sky or from the satellites.
Yeah, same thing with Ireland actually. That we had that earlier last year.
Yeah, I read it in the Danish news that they blocked.
Don't worry, I didn't see a single queen.
I was in my dad's apartment on the 10th floor, I think, and I could just see them flying all the way around me, so I knew it's time.
Nice.
Yeah.
The only species I know that has larger nuptial flights than British Lacey's Niger is Ada, for sure.
We have someone here, Eamon the Demon. You just asked. Hello. You just asked what server is this? What is the server about? I think you're kind of misinformed. But you said I want to say something to my bro. I don't know where your with your family, but
look in general chat.
Yeah, introduce yourself if you want to.
No, she already did.
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, well...
Like in general.
She's Stein's sister or what? Oh, let's put them both in here. Then they can... Stein, is your sister here or what?
Stein.
Oh, hello. Yeah, my sister just saw me on Discord. And now she has taken my place.
Alright.
She doesn't like ants. She is afraid of insects.
And why is that?
I'm not afraid.
Well, you are. If I show you one little bug, you are going crazy. You run out of house.
I'm not that afraid.
Yes, you are.
But
you're so.
Fight!
Come and help me. There's a spider in my room. Or, oh, look at this little mosquito. He's going to bite me. Help!
Fight!
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
keep ants.
We keep that for next year. We have a huge friend in the chat, and I want to say hi to him. It's Anscheck, everyone. It's a friend of the channel, friend of everyone. He recently got viral on TikTok, so now he is my TikTok teacher. I hope he can turn on his mic. And we have also Aqua Claus, also recently in the server. Great guy from America. It's cool that we have now someone from America that we can ask questions about.
Yeah,
America. Isn't T in the chat? About America, nice.
Am I the only American?
Yeah.
No, not in the server. Just not.
No,
the stream.
not in the server. In the stream currently, yeah, because it's now. Oh, it's 2 p.m. in America, right? Yeah. Oh, it's almost 3 p.m.
Well,
depends where you
I'm
are.
at, it's like 12:54. So.
Okay.
Depends on which coast you're at.
Yeah, true.
Damn, some of that American accent.
Yes, it sounds so sweet, right? I know. Yeah. But these.
I have a question.
You were from around. Well, wait, what state? You were somewhere around New York, right? Like in that corner.
Me?
Or am I mistaken? Then I'm probably mistaken.
No, opposite side.
Okay. Yeah, it would make sense because it's.
Wait, where?
West Coast.
All right.
Cool. Yes.
North America has some really cool species if you go to like Arizona and stuff.
Yeah, I've
Pretty
got
cool.
some family that lives there. I don't live there, but yeah.
You should live there.
I also got a friend that lives there.
Targon Remex, like Ada, Aqua Remex. Like a lot of cool species over there.
But
Nevia Remex.
you are going to, if I remember right, you were going to college, right? So you were toning down on ant colonies a bit, if I remember from our last call. Aqua claws.
Oh, I don't want to. I'll be going to college, but I'm still in high school.
Mm-hmm. But you said that you are.
I just don't want to like not have plans for the ants.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to be able to either release them or give them to another ant keeper, maybe somebody that's starting out or somebody that I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool. I think there's a problem right now that I'm hoping to fix one day, that there is a lot of people, like individuals, who have too many colonies and then not enough good ways to sell them. Which is great for shops, but not great for people that want cheap colonies. I see a lot of people that just are desperate for nests or outworlds, and yeah, they don't have any money to spare. Of course, I can't help them with that either, but can only make tutorials. But yeah.
I mean, there's no such thing as too many colonies. What do you mean?
For you, there isn't. But yeah, there are a lot of people that just want to get in ant keeping, but somehow can't afford it. But I think ant keeping is one of the cheapest hobbies. Well, you can keep ants for absolutely free.
Depends where you are, I guess.
That's also true.
Like if you're, like in Europe, you probably will end up buying some ants and shit like that.
But it is cheap. I mean, you could start with a cheap setup with a few test tubes and then make a topsy tube and whites on it.
It could totally be
really nice things by yourself.
But if you live in France, it's probably the most expensive hobby in the world.
Because the nests are expensive, or?
No, because they buy like all the most expensive ants ever.
Okay.
Like, it's just insane.
I wish there was more like.
Beginners, it's pretty easy or cheap. I think it can
easy
be
and cheap.
I'm not sure, but the test tubes that I buy, they are made in France. Thank you.
Shout out to France, right here. Shout out to France.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. So yeah.
Oh crap! That's not good.
What I think is a big shame is that the hobby in Africa is not really that booming yet. Because I've only seen one. Well,
same thing when most of Europe is a pretty big hobby. America isn't that big, but it's.
I think it's getting bigger.
I think it's bigger in America than in Europe, to be honest.
That's definitely bigger in Europe than America.
But I think it's getting bigger here because of like Ants Canada and stuff, just bringing awareness to it.
It is definitely getting bigger, though.
What you think about them, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I think that Ants Canada is more international than just America.
How do you guys think the hobby will grow in the years?
That's a very
I think it'll become
question.
pretty big, because it'll probably get as big as like beetle keeping and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
I think like if you look at it 10 or 20 years ago, yeah, like spiders and what is the name for it? Like salamanders and those big things, like bearded dragons and stuff like that. What's it called?
Iguanas.
Iguanas, that was the word I'm searching for.
Yeah.
That was really exotic, like I think 10, 15 years ago. And if you see how, well, not saturated, but how common that is in local pet shops and stuff to sell those, I think ants will soon follow. I just think
I know in like Singapore as well, like they have pet shops for ants as well already. Like.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, But I think
done.
that just the biggest thing why a lot of people don't keep ants is just that they have to wait so long for something to happen. If you look at some of my colonies, well, I have them for 1 year, 2 years, and it's just like still a small colony. So I get why it's not the most exciting hobby for everyone.
Yeah, but like then again, it's the same excuse. But then you look at tarantula keeping; it's maybe like 20 times the size of ant keeping. But it takes like sometimes you just have a tarantula sit in its hole for a month. You don't see it for a month or two, and then boom, appears for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that's the same with like frogs, right? Or toads. A lot of people keep those toads, Pac-Man toads, and you just sit still for 5 years.
Yeah. But the difference is the tarantulas usually can't even see them. They're just in a hole. Which even makes it even more boring.
Yeah.
But they're still very popular, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think...
Yeah, that is kind of weird, actually.
Oh, left.
I mean, I want tarantulas too.
But I must say, it is time for me to leave. I have to go to bed.
Oh, yeah, because you have to get up early for work.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't even say hi. Hi and hello.
Hello.
Because our friend here is an electrician, which is cool.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But in studying, right, to be an electrician.
Yeah, I'm a third-year apprentice, but...
And the education is 3 years or 4 years? Or is it 3 years bachelor? Well, you don't call it that.
It is 4 years, or you can get an extension to 5 years, and I have the extension because my firm said I should get it, so I have 5 years.
Yeah. It's better to study a little longer when you're young than when you have to do it when you're older, I guess.
Yeah.
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 And you're very young, so if you then have to work the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah, you're young as well then.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, I'm in my second year, so still have 2 more to go.
Whoa, sounds like a love story building up.
Well, maybe it is.
Oh.
Find out in the next Ant Oliver show.
To be continued.
I'm very hyped for the next podcast. When is the next podcast going to be? Or is it not planned yet?
Tomorrow.
We have, I think, the third one. We recorded the third one like 3 weeks ago, which was already a month too late. And it's just kind of stopped because, well, it takes... I don't really have time to edit except editing my own videos. That's also why I'm taking a break this week and doing a live stream instead, because editing takes some time. And the other guys don't really have time either, so...
Yeah,
kind of
busy times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work, because you have to... If the podcast is like 2 hours, you have to listen those full 2 hours.
It can't be shorter than 2 hours when you have to edit.
And then you have to pause all the time, so it's at least, I'm guessing, like 6 to 7 hours of work to get it right. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
People don't understand usually how long it takes to make video. Yeah, if you record for 2 hours, you have to watch footage for 2 hours. That's just how it works. Or you have to remember. Yeah, sometimes I just cut it and think, okay, I hope for the best. But yeah, it takes a long time. But people appreciate it. Well, mostly, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, my videos are pretty simple. No big edits, and they still take a
lot
of time to make.
You say no big edits, but as a film student myself, I see a lot of very cool things. Like the transition thing was actually very sick.
Oh yeah.
It was almost seamless. Yeah, with a little.
Nah, he's just trying to be modest. Don't worry.
Though it was actually really good. That's why I'm hoping for the Leaf Girl setup, because in my opinion they aren't really good. Like, it's just people filming with their phones, their setups and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would love to see
I
an
can't
actual
wait
good.
to get them all because I've decided to get the glass wall instead of plastic, so you can get the real good look.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that, to see finally it.
Wait, actually, what piece of leaf color are you getting, even? I didn't even ask.
I'm getting Acromyrmex octoposus right now, but due to COVID, it's just on hold, so I may get Adder instead if that becomes available faster.
Adder's way better.
Yeah, I've realized that since I decided to get Acromyrmex, but luckily I haven't gotten any yet, so there's still time to change.
You better get Adder or else I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what?
I will.
By the way, Amy.
but I have to go, guys. So
yeah, thank you very much for being here.
I also have to go.
Good night.
I have class.
Oh yeah, for us it's all evening, so that's good. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. And
thank
yeah,
you for
have a
having me
nice
and shouting me
evening,
out.
and you have nice lessons. And
Bye.
don't know if City Ants
Bye.
wants to say something. Otherwise, I put some other people in. But thank you. Bye bye. All right. Oh, City Ants just left. Okay.
Hello.
Let's put some of
Hi.
the
Hello.
other guys
Ooh,
back
I'm back.
back
Yay.
in. Yay, you're back.
Yay.
Seems like
Average Black I've been waiting here for a while.
but I wanted to
Junior
say
was threatening to choke some people if he wasn't letting.
No,
Yeah.
I won't.
The massacre
No, I
And
won't.
you are threatening us with a knife.
oh
Don't
No.
worry, don't worry.
You are quite a dangerous little fellow, aren't you?
He's British, of course he has a knife. Imagine being British and having a knife. Cringe.
yikes.
Aren't I cringe though?
Yeah.
Yeah, true, you are.
But
Extremely
So,
cringy. That's my
aesthetic.
memo.
yes.
How did you like my sister?
Well, it's a bit like Ants Junior and you combined, like
Yeah, just
something like that.
annoying, loud,
Yeah,
bad at English,
yeah.
and quite stupid.
It's good that you said it yourself.
I hope the better English was only me.
Yeah.
You are from Great Britain, so
I know, but I hope the
Great
annoying and
Britain.
loud
Great
wasn't
Britain.
me. So.
Hello, Nikitos, Ivan. There was also someone who said it. Wait. Conflict roleplay. Thank you for the congrats. Lyman Tail Studios, don't advertise in my stream. Thank you. But yeah, if you want to advertise for 13 viewers, then I don't think your time is well spent. But yeah, glad that you're here.
Yeah.
well, aesthetic. If somebody watches this stream, if you have like 1 million subs, and
that's
also
a-
have
that's a
the
good
Yeah,
stream on,
but
so
but
we
do
can
you know
read
what
it.
then will happen with the chat, the live chat? It will just go, and you won't be able
Yeah,
to.
you're gonna have to put
Yeah,
slow-mo mode on that.
Slow.
you won't be able to see anything. So
I think anyone is getting a GIG from all this.
yeah, a very good way. If I was a gaming channel or anything, what I would do, but yeah, is go to Twitch and then pay like €5 for a donation, and then they will read out the donation, right? And then
Yeah.
I would just say,
Yeah.
for Alexander for nice comment. Then they read out the donation, and I would just say, okay, subscribe to Static Ants, and then 10,000 people will see that probably. So if I was a gaming channel, I would just do that. But then I would go. I think if they then would go to YouTube, I would get a lot of dislikes, and so
Use
it's not really.
I have a-
for money.
I have another
I feel you.
topic.
Oh,
Can we talk about gel? Because there are a lot of negatively things you can say about gel.
gel.
About what?
Gel,
Gel?
like that green or red or blue stuff, like
Protein jelly.
gel farms.
Blue gel.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
gel
gel
farms? I thought gel you put in
Oh,
your
gel
hair.
farms. Yeah,
Gel farms.
yeah.
I
Gel
think that they
farms
are
and
good
gel
for
farms.
Yeah, gel.
observation.
But
Nothing
I'm not
for-
talking about gel farms. I have this little tube of gel. So I read that you can just put it in if you're going on holiday, and that I get the
Ah,
moisture
jelly. You mean jelly?
Yeah,
yeah,
protein
jelly.
jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. If your ants like it, they're great. but
Okay,
if
okay,
they-
let me just say this though. Okay, so there have been studies done on protein jelly where it
Yeah.
shows that it actually does shorten the life of the ants though.
No, that wasn't what I meant. But if I don't generally feed it to them, but you can lay it just in the outworld, and it will stay good for weeks. So if you're going on holiday,
Will it? Mhm.
you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put it in. But I like to feed seeds and
Yeah.
insect legs and fruit
Yeah,
flies.
but
so-
like
I
thing
mean,
is
my
that protein jelly
boring.
does damage their lifespan. That's the only problem I'd say.
But what
My
is it
Tetramorium
actually? Is it just
loves
sugars mixed
seeds.
with like mixed?
I think it's the viscosity. I think it is mostly the problem.
Ants of Europe. Do you know probably what it is? Like
Like I missed the part that you said as you moved me.
like what is protein jelly made of? Like actually,
It has some preservatives, and then there's artificial flavors and just added sugars. But I know that there's some preservatives that are like well, I think that they are not allowed for like for humans for what is it called, for human food. So they are like damaging to us as well.
They're made.
I don't know the exact composition.
By the way,
they're made for beetles.
I tried sesame seeds on my Tetramorium case victim colony, and they absolutely adore them. So definitely try that.
Do they? Oh,
Yeah,
I might try it.
I gave them a bowl of sesame seeds. They just off the bat just started taking them out. They do tend to eat them in the outworld though, instead of in the nest. Maybe because they're so small. But apart from that, they love it.
Barbarous colony. They just
try chia seeds as well. They work well.
Yeah, I saw something interesting with my Master Barbarous colony. I peeked into the nest. And I saw that they had one chamber for brood, obviously, and there was the queen.
Yeah.
And then they had
higher chambers.
They had one chamber with just a few workers, and it looked like they were like making ant bread in that specific chamber. It was completely empty with only a few workers and then a few half seats.
I think it's probably because it's like is it like a sea storage kind of thing?
Low humidity.
Yeah. Well, it was actually very humid, but. Yeah, it's weird that they just had one chamber. All the other chambers are full with seats. So they cleared out one chamber, and then they were just like... It looked like almost like they had a little bakery where they were making ant bread. Really fun.
I am watching my Method colony right now, and they are making ant bread at the moment. I cut up some sunflower seeds, and they picked the little pieces up.
Yeah.
And now they are making bread from it.
I moved one of my Mesa something colonies. It was like free gift on one of the websites, so I don't know what subspecies it was. Gave them seeds because it was in the test tube, and now they're growing, which is annoying because I didn't want any proper plants in it, so I just had fake plants, and now they're growing. So that's annoying.
So you put
like tube.
No, I moved them out their test tube because it ran out of water and I couldn't feed them because I have the worst memory ever and forgot to put a barrier so they could just climb on the lid. So I just made them a natural setup.
No. Okay.
And no, I'll never see them again.
Yeah.
That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I really like... I think... Well, Master Barbarous, the negative thing is then that the queen stresses out the moment you even look at it. But they are a very fun colony. But it's insane how much the queen stresses instead of all the other ants I have. The queens don't like stress at all. But as soon because I have a shelf on my wall, and I keep all the ants in there, and when I close my door, the vibrations go through the wall, obviously, and then the queen, the master queen, can feel that, and she starts like running around and stuff. It's just insane.
Yeah, that I just did that.
Hypersensitive.
If you look in the general chat, I have taken a picture of my ants making the bread, and every time I have a thin red foil over my test tube so I can see them, but they are like
no ants of Norway, just come.
But every time
that's cool.
It's fun.
Keep it away, get it away.
Why
you can go
is there
first.
a picture of a pig in?
Yeet.
Read the chat.
Yeah. It's supposed to be funny, I guess. Don't think it's very funny, but.
Can we please ban my sister? She's annoying and she wants to make fun of us.
Is it your younger sister?
Yeah, she's annoying.
Dance against
really. She
terms
just
of
came in
service
my
anyway.
room and said to me, "I
feel like we're
want to
derailing
join
the
so
chat
I
at
can
this
ruin
point.
your life in the server."
But is she 13 or younger?
She is younger, so
ban.
Kick her.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I'll kick her right now.
Thanks.
Reason for ban: too young.
Oh, aesthetic. Also, look at the picture I sent of my mesa making ant bread.
It's
yeah,
cool
very cool. But is it ant bread or truffle Alexis? Can't see.
It's ant bread.
ant
Oh.
bread.
Yeah,
Like
it's ant bread.
I love how
But
someone
sunflowers
named
are
it
just
ant
very
bread.
white, so
So how does the process of actually making the ant bread work?
They
Do you know
crush it
the-
up and then put
Yeah.
saliva on it, don't they?
It's
No,
just
no.
chewing it down, really.
It's
Oh, okay.
Basically, they pulverize
there's
the seeds
moisture
and spit on it.
sugars and protein in it, so it's like everything they need. But if you want to speed grow them, you can heat them and feed them insects for the protein. No.
But they probably do. They most likely do need insects as well, unless you're feeding like a really high protein
Yeah,
seeds.
that's true.
Someone says
Like
in the-
hemp seeds.
Oh yeah,
Hemp
sorry.
seeds have high protein, so that might work if you feed them like purely hemp seeds. They could probably get a lot of proteins from them.
Someone in the chat here says, I just ordered some ant protein jelly from Ant Shack, and now you're saying protein jelly is bad. Stick to mealworms and crickets.
No, they are. Protein jelly's good because it's got sugar and jelly, but it just takes down the lifespan.
Just for
I
the
would
holidays,
say
not for a
Yeah.
diet that you use all the time. So don't feed them gel every day.
Yeah, I feed them rarely.
Use the protein jelly as a secondary source if you're going like a holiday or something like this.
But
otherwise, feed the like insects and.
To be honest, there are. I never heard of someone keeping a colony for 10 or 20 years anyway. So that's how old we can get.
I have. That's probably because there's like the majority of people you'll meet haven't been keeping for 10 years.
Yeah.
Some people will go to college.
Like every YouTuber I see on YouTube has been keeping it for exactly 1 year's ants.
I mean, I've kept for like nearly 5 years, so not too bad.
Oh, I've been doing it for. Well, I tried it a few years ago, did it horribly, and then stopped, and then started this year. Well, last year.
Nice.
So, in what? I'm actually going to change the subject. In what species did you guys actually start on?
Lassie's Niger.
Well, I started with Lassie's Niger, but
Lassie's Niger, yeah.
And I
screwed
still
it up.
have the colony.
I started.
Why
You guys
do
can
you
scream
say
at
that in the
me.
chat? It's so annoying. Oh, now I have to go to ban him.
You guys are gonna kill me, but I didn't know. I put my Lassie's Niger queen in a gel farm.
Nice.
Well, it's
That
first
should
time
be
mistakes.
I mean,
So-
it was like 6 though. So.
Yeah.
The first colony I had was Myrmica rubra, but like they got like
That is
20
brave.
workers.
That's
What?
brave.
Why?
Myrmica
Why?
rubra.
No, if you're
Yeah.
13, if you're younger than 13, I can't unban you. I'm sorry, it's just rules. And today we actually read the rules, and they say that the owner will get banned from the server, and ownership will be transferred if you have kids in your server.
Also, the whole server could be terminated as well, apparently.
Yes, you are 12.
under
Stain just
13.
confirmed.
What?
Yeah, your
Oh,
sister
okay.
asked if she's permanently banned. Yes, until you're 13, you're banned. That's how it works, sadly. So anyway,
I'm
guys,
really
quick
happy
shout
right
out to my shop. New NAS released. I see now 18
Yeah.
people watching. If you're
It was
interested,
specially,
it's in the
especially
description.
made for messing with virus, right?
Should have
Yes.
been waited for when they had 20, but alright. Bit late.
Yeah, I have actually. Maybe you can guys help me a little bit with this. So I want to move all my colonies into my own nests, but kind of worried that I will move them when they have not enough workers. Yeah, urban ant keeper.
I just don't
Join.
mention them, you know.
Yeah, just better too small than too big. If it is really too small, they will eventually grow out of it and will store their brood like in the outworld or something like that. If you see that happen, you can decide to take a bigger nest. You know,
I would say
too small.
And you can.
if your
it's
colony
always-
takes up 50% of the nest, that's a
Yeah,
good size.
if it's too big, then they will just use it for garbage and it will get moldy.
Yeah. Well, talking
but
about
if I-
moving ants in my nest, the urban ant keeper is here. He asked me today
Yes.
if he should
Hello.
move his Lazy's Niger colony into my largest nest. I said no, basically, because we had a discussion about how many Lazy's Niger ants would fit in my largest nest, and some said 5k, some said 4k. I think it's around 3 to 5k.
Hey, what's your largest? How big is the dimensions of your largest nest again?
It's 100. It's 15 by 10 centimeters, but that's not actually nesting space. It's just the size.
Yeah.
I would say like maybe with 1K, 3K,
2K.
But in the smallest nest,
you also have to account for the brood pile as well.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Yeah, because I since last week I've added in like a load.
Stop spamming!
Of
Can
new
someone
test
ban him?
tubes, and I uncovered one of them, and it was literally just like full of brood. So
nobody wants to
Yeah, I
sub
think
to
they're
your
gonna grow
gaming
like quite a
channels.
lot.
Please stop spamming. It's so annoying, and I can't even remove him.
Who?
Yeah, someone is spamming in my in the live chat. No, you're now
Who is it?
you're now getting banned from my channel because that's just very annoying.
Who?
Yeah,
Who is spamming in your live chat?
someone
it's a sister, I think. Is it?
MRA Gamer.
Please mention me in my channel, Ants UK. It will make my day. Mention my channel, Ants UK. Which Ants UK is this?
NTK does not help whatsoever.
We have so many
There-
Ants
there-
UK.
There's one
Yeah.
NTK with 10k YouTube, 10k subs, and one with 20 or so. So
From like 3.
It's kind of weird.
kind of sus.
Yeah.
Just like Mark 1 and Mark 2.
Yeah. So yeah.
Mark 43.
But do you guys think the urban innkeeper can fit his 400 worker colony? But maybe it's more than 400. It always looks less than it is.
Yeah.
Or are you
Yeah.
pretty sure it's 400? Because on the video it looked pretty big actually.
Wait, can you send a picture?
Yeah,
in,
I
like,
think it could.
Yeah.
the voice chat.
It could
voice
be
text?
more than that.
Urban Endkeeper, do you have a channel?
Of course he does.
Yes, I do.
Okay, then
Yes,
I'm going to
an
look
amazing channel. And the urban innkeeper, my parents really liked the video, and I needed to tell you that from them.
Oh, that's nice.
it up. Urban Endkeeper, is that also the name of your YouTube channel?
Yes.
Do you want to know what they said? They said, it's a talkative one, isn't he? He
Use
talks-
the next-
he likes to
funny.
talk. He likes to talk. Yeah. I said, yeah, he does. Yeah, I think it's cool.
You're just choosing the next victim, that's all.
Yeah, true.
Careful, watch your back.
Urban Innkeeper is
I thought-
amazing, someone says in the chat.
Yeah. Well, I thought,
Yeah,
I might as well.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, I might
I
as well
thought-
try and differentiate myself from other ant-keeping YouTubers because I don't think anyone else really makes videos in the same style as me. I think so.
I feel like your style is
It's
like
good.
Vsauce. You remind me of Vsauce.
Yeah, to an
Your style
extent.
is good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. I definitely like the more edgy videos. They don't really get appreciated, but they are true. I was thinking about it would be fun if there was like Ant News or something which just covers the latest news.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's more of an
Everyone.
Ant Oliver thing, though.
Yeah, the thing is though, if there was ant news, there would just be one section, just week after week, going over the flaws in Ants Canada's latest video, and then the rest of it will be like 10 seconds saying, "Oh, by the way, this person uploaded. Go check it out."
yeah,
That'll be it.
but I mean, there's more like if you pretend it would cost a lot of time, and you would need like a little team around it with like news from because last they caught a turtle ant colony that was a big hype, I believe. That could be something for Ant News, or like a new nest coming out with Ant Lab with a new fusion nest. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
I might
Yeah,
get stuff a little bit
absolutely.
actually sometime. Turtlance.
How often do I do these lives? Well, this is the second one we're doing now because the last one
You did one last
got
one.
liked so much,
Is it?
and now I see 19 people video, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
That's cool.
it's just
nice.
it's fun to have some interaction. I mean, does not always have to be that very serious, I guess. And as long as people like this, I don't see why. Because I really enjoy this, just talking with some people.
Absolutely.
And when I'm streaming, more people seem to come out than normally because I'm all me and Sweden are the OG groovy boys.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, every time.
Every
And
day.
I
every day.
I am not gonna sound raid day.
Groovy question mark.
Groovy question mark. Yeah. So guys, if you're ever feeling lonely, and Sweden is always in the voice chat.
almost.
To comfort you. Yeah. Eamon, that's why you're banned. Because you're not 13.
Do you think in the next 5 years there'll be another channel that gets to be as big as Ants Canada?
Yeah.
No.
There's already one with like 1 million subscribers from Spain already, so like I don't see why not.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's his
There are
name?
loads of Spanish ones for some reason.
What's his name?
I can't remember. Too bad he's
okay,
Spanish
send
and
it
not
to
like
me. Because
American though.
I'm looking for people
Yeah,
to sponsor.
I'll get the link.
Because I tried German.
Just search up Hormigas and then you get all the Spanish channels.
Hormigas. And in French it's
So the big one
Formigas.
is El Mundo de la
Hormigas.
Hormigas.
Whoa! I never knew about them.
Oh,
And these
God.
1 million. That's so
How is so
insane
big?
how you can miss complete channels because they are in a different language. How insane is that?
Yeah. That's what I have to say a lot of time. Is that like, people are like, it's so small, like everyone keeps around like this. But you only know the English speaking community, if you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Like I've seen the French community, it's so much different to like our community. Like the English speaking communities, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, but what's the main like difference?
It's a lot more hardcore.
you
Like French speaking is a lot more hardcore. Like you'll notice a lot more of them have
okay.
like South American exotic ants because it's so easy for them to get it.
Yes, yeah, I feel like the people who have like, huge Stromogenes colonies are always either German or French.
Who cares about stupid jennies? Shit. You suck.
But yeah, to answer your question, I don't think someone, like English speaking, will reach that number, because, yeah, like we said earlier, 80% of the people who watch Ants Canada doesn't even have ants. I bet. So, and since, like, I'm never going to make videos like that because it's just not. Yeah, I want to teach people something about ant keeping. At least that's my motto, and I want to show the ants off in the most beautiful way possible. So because a lot of people don't actually understand ant colonies at all, and I want to spread that awareness. And I think as long as I have that standpoint, I will never grow that large. But I feel
like
large enough.
I feel like
to
Australia is pretty big.
You talk.
Like 110k now, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
bigger.
it doesn't
So
ever
bigger than
upload. So
I feel like the largest most English speaking channels will get is about 10k. That's what I feel like is a big ant keeping YouTube channel in English anyway. The thing is though, I wish there was like more. Don't know. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
And if you look at the general chat, we have an amazing example of moving your ant colony into a nest that is way too big for them. I believe that's the high-tech ant medium nest, right?
I would say if you were to move a colony, and it should take up at least 50% of the nest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, maybe even more.
Yeah, well, when I originally moved my Lycius niger into the Ants Australia small, that was only they only had like 3 or 4 workers.
Oof.
If you scroll back far enough on my Instagram, you can see it. But I guess to an extent they just weren't big enough to actually produce trash to dump in their nest. So
yeah, I don't still. Yeah, is it a big problem? Like actually a big problem, or is it just?
And what? It is definitely a big problem depending on what species you have. Like,
yeah.
Generally, Lycius niger will get over it because of Lycius
Lycius
niger.
niger, it wasn't a big problem when I did this.
But
a lot of time
Lycius niger will expand until they reach their size. They are supposed to reach it.
Thing is, though, sometimes they could. A lot of species can end up getting stressed out and gassing themselves. Like I've seen it happen with Lycius before. Is that move them into like a way too big of a nest, and they end up just gassing themselves to death. So
Yeah.
Because to them, so.
So, but yeah, it's also, if you look at the nest Ant of Windsor has, it's very, very open. I think if the nest had a lot of little chambers, it maybe would be less of a problem.
Yeah, it would be better.
I like high-tech ants, but yeah, for these reasons, like how it's so open and stuff, don't know. I mean, it's good, I guess.
For
but
big species.
Yeah.
In a small corner of big
Ant keeping must be so fun and easy when you're rich. Like, you could just buy whatever you want. You would never have to worry about making an outworld out of a plastic tub that you found in your drawer.
But
like it's still so easy and fun if you're poor.
Yeah.
I don't think being rich makes it easier.
It doesn't make it easier. It makes it more glamorous.
To get a setup,
but not easier.
Making your own nest and your own outworld is fun, and you can.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
yeah,
I think it has more value for you if you make it just like you want it.
Yeah. So, Ants of Windsor, you say you're just starting out. So yeah, like we said, the nest is a little too big, but you should be fine, right? Or should you move the colony back into the test tube? I think that's even more
I feel like
hassle.
the best option is to move back into the test tube.
Yeah.
Then again, that could stress them out.
Yeah,
too much.
and I don't think Lasses will move.
Though I don't really see this colony foraging outside of that nest and feeding them inside it would be not good.
Basically, yeah.
They move themselves out of the test tube. Yeah, that's what I also always see in ant keeping, is that, like, if you attach a nest, the ants will move out rather quickly, even though the nest isn't really that good for them.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah, like in my experience, that happened.
Dumping's bad. Change my mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not here, but yeah, so like is really also he gave me the neck of answer. I said, "Oh, what should I do? Just dump them somewhere and should be fine." Yeah, but yeah, Reino, since you're not going to toggle, move Ants of Norway in here. See if he wants to say something. Ants of Norway, a big fan from. No, then he immediately left the chat. Damn, and so and no.
Oh yeah, aesthetic. How about that nest of mine that you sent? It should be arriving maybe tomorrow. What do you think?
No, next week probably.
Next week.
Yeah, because it's the postage now is really, really. Yeah, they also blame Corona, but. Yeah, but I sent something local. It was like a 1 hour drive from my place. And it took 7 days to arrive. Yeah, so
we really don't
that's
have kind of problems
not good.
Here in Czechia. If you send something to Slovakia, it arrives in day 2.
Yeah, I also thought, wait, Czechoslovakia, is it in the European Union or not?
Czech to Slovakia, both is in the European Union. And
because it's weird, because they charge a lot more to send to Czechoslovakia than to other European places. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Postage of.
Yeah, I mean, my worst nightmare.
Yeah, the absolute worst nightmare of ever keep.
Yeah, I guess for
postage.
I heard that also Ant stuff is not shipping to UA currently. I mean to Europe mainland because of all the things that are going on. They sent me their fusion nest to test out and make a video about. Also to check if I had not to if I didn't have to pay extra fees, because there is a rumor going out that if you order something from the UK, you have to pay fees over the shipping costs, and the customer will get charged by that by the post company.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys keep and breed your own insects? So fruit flies or crickets or mealworms?
Yeah, I do have a cockroach colony for feeding to ants. Yeah.
Just like to say how hectic
how is that? Is
the waiting room is.
Easy, or do you have to put more work in it?
No,
I would really like to make my own insect colonies. So I can
for the
feed them to
large
my ants.
part, it's really easy. So I just got a tub, ordered in the cockroaches, got some cotton, put them in, and then typically every day, when we're cooking, there'll be like vegetable peelings. I just open the lid of the tub, put them in there. That's pretty much it.
And mealworms.
Occasionally, if I feed them too much, there will be slight moisture issues.
Yeah.
So then I just take the lid off and go out of the room and shut the door for a while and let it air out with the windows open. But I only do that like maybe every 2 weeks. The other thing is that they really don't smell.
Well, that's quite a nice thing to hear.
Yeah. I would say if you're going to get cockroaches, get the dubious, because they move relatively slow compared to the ones that are called red runners.
Yeah.
Like the ones that you might find in your house, like fast moving.
I don't
like
live in a exotic country, so you can't find them here.
Yeah. Well, where I live isn't exactly exotic either, though you can still find them in houses that
I've
have their heating up
heard
all the
of
way.
cockroaches in the Netherlands. So.
Yeah. So overall, just very little work in.
Yeah. So
in relativity to how much nutrients and stuff you can get of them.
Moisture needs to
be the thing you need to make sure of though is that you feed them well, because what they eat is converted into what your ants eat, so you've got to be actually paying attention to them. And
so if you don't feed your cockroaches, you won't get any food for your ants. Like this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
I breed fruit flies.
Hello.
Minigun, the famous famous person in the communities, I would say. No?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it was fun meeting all of you, but I have to go because I have a school day tomorrow and I have to study for a bit. So
all right,
thanks
man.
for the fun.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, so
Bye.
I'm just gonna
Yay,
talk about
back in.
my
Okay.
fruit flies. So I just have some media, and I add boiling water to it, and then I have this stuff for them to climb on, and they just breed and reproduce, and then I can just dump out fruit flies, and my ants can hunt them blind. Normally I wouldn't feed a small colony live insects, but with fruit flies it doesn't really matter. You could just feed them live. So I feed them to my Campanardis colony and to my Panasonic colony.
Oh, you forgot you got poggos. Where'd you get them?
Gonna get something to drink. Be right back.
Okay.
Wait, are there any poggos native to Canada then?
Yes, Barbados is. Barbados, I think it is.
I'm not sure if they might reach the very southern region someplace. I can.
They reach BC, British Columbia.
I know they reach the north, the most northern states in the U.S.
Yeah, they reach British Columbia as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, there's even Myrmecocystis in Canada, but obviously in very select regions in the very very
BC.
south of it.
It's all British Columbia as well. They've all the coolish kind of ants there. It's not there in the summer.
Okay, I gotta say one thing, and yes, everyone in the chat is gonna laugh. So I am one of the most. I like ants a lot, and I know a lot about them. One funny thing: don't have ants.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I
Really?
don't have any ants, but I'm so into it. So,
Oh.
and I know a
Yeah,
lot about them.
I know.
Well, you can learn a lot without even having kept them.
Yeah, actually, you can.
Learned, like,
So
I
easy.
learned so much, like, not from experience, but from talking to experienced people. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's the best way to learn. Just like on Discord, like big servers to experience.
Remember when you used to call me the identification pro?
What? I don't know. You're good at IDing though.
Huh? I got talk to you. Hold on.
Do you guys know if anyone sells tracking mirror mechs in Europe?
Oh, Zoldlike is supposed to have a deal or making.
Whoa.
I told him that he promised that once he makes 2,000 euros in profit, he's gonna start selling tracking mimics.
Oh. Ooh.
But
and actually,
Maybe
I have a
that.
deal with
Let me
aesthetic
know.
hands.
that's gonna be pretty difficult though, because no one sells tracking mimics because they kind of suck compared to like ADA and stuff.
Yeah.
And plus
But
laws,
they're
permits.
small, and I think that they won't take that much
Yeah.
space. So
They,
I think if
would
I
I don't
ever
know how much
keep
space is there.
Tracky Marmax, it would be just to have them in like a really nice sort of natural setup. It wouldn't
Why would you keep them in an
like
Yeah, natural setup
like
fungus grows. It's
to make it look like, you know, where the natural environment is.
Yeah, but like
because
the only good thing, the best thing about like leaf cutters and fungus growers is that you can actually see the fungus, if you know what I mean. That's the cool thing. Because other than that, they're pretty boring, if you know what I mean. Like just cool big ants, but like best part is from the fungus.
Fungus farming, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really a fan of like natural like dirt setups in general, just because I like the whole point is to like watch the ants, right? If you don't want to watch them, then just go outside and look at them for it. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
But, like-
if you have a big bioactive setup, it can.
I feel like it also looks pretty cool sometimes, though, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, actually.
I mean,
one
personally,
trick
I don't
is-
see myself.
What I
don't
would
see myself
do-
making a natural setup unless it's like
What I would do-
hill.
Have you
something
seen
like
the
that.
stuff Anscapes make? The Ryan from Anscapes. Did you see what he made? That's just insane.
What I would do personally is I would like
Hold on, I'll look at that.
put a nest up against the glass of a tank.
Wait, can you put a
and have
picture
the-
in the chat or something?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What I would do is I'd put a nest up against the glass and then have them forage in an actual setup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's much better. So you get both.
Yeah.
But then how do you make a natural setup? That's what I'm struggling with. Because let's say I put a cactus in my new hotel, I would have to water that cactus, but I'm sure that when I water it, the ants will actually start digging under the
Depends.
cactus.
What species?
Maso barbarus.
They will destroy anything anyway. There's no point trying with them.
Okay. But yeah. So I think if you make a natural setup, you should go full committed to the natural setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not just like put some dirt and maybe like a fake plant in. You know, you've
Yeah.
got to go full bioactive
I think-
springtails, woodlice, that sort of thing.
One
I
thing
think-
you
okay.
could do is darkening the sides of the glass where you want and warming the side that you want the ants to nest to.
Yeah.
Or
moisten that side and then
You could also heat it.
to the glass.
Yeah, or what I never see, only some shops do it, but if you actually put like a plastic container or something in the middle of the natural setup,
Yeah.
push the ants to
that's what I
the
was
side
thinking
anyway.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, well, I definitely think that putting them at nest up
That would
against
be
the glass is even better though. Like, because you can see all into it, like very nice and clear.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Yeah,
also have a cool outworld. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then
Wait,
how
do
do
you mean
you
like taking off like the screen of the nest and then just like putting it against the
Yeah.
glass?
Yeah.
Would be a fun experiment to try out once, because with my nest it's pretty easy to do.
You made like a Y-tongue nest.
Yeah. Actually, I know someone who keeps Pachycondyla like that. Let me get a video on YouTube. Let me look for it. Pachycondyla crassinota.
Do you guys keep your ants in the light?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except
I do.
I keep my
cover them.
I keep my exosomas red though, because they.
Yeah, the smaller the colony is, the more I like to keep them in the dark.
I mean, as soon as I get workers, I just put them in the light.
Yeah.
I
have this feeling inside that I'm just freaking out whenever they are in the light. So for me, it's just more something for the keeper than I guess red shields. Well, red shields don't work, but
yeah. Well, I mean, they might work for like some species, but there's not really a lot of proof behind it at all.
Yeah. Okay, what I would say is that I only keep my Echosoma red because it makes it a little bit dimmer, and I don't want to like stress them out too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're
I understand that.
Cool.
But I mean, the red shields have to come from somewhere. I mean, it just didn't start it from out of nothing. So
okay,
you know what I mean? Because why not purple? Why not blue?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Look, because people know that it's dimmer. It's much like darker light compared to other stuff. But ants can 100% see through it. They can see red light waves, and they can also, even if they didn't have it, right? Even if they couldn't see red light waves, they can still see it. They can still see. Like if I find a video,
are you saying they can see the light, but they can't perceive the color?
No, I'm saying like
from other colors.
And like they,
Hold on. Well, let me find the picture first.
Well, yeah. For example, if you compare it with dogs have, humans have 3 eye receptors: red, green, and blue, and dogs only have 2. I believe it's green and blue. So if you throw an orange toy in the sand, a dog can't see it, and I think that's
they see yellow and blue.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah, it does actually disappear.
And I think that's the same with what they believe with ants, is that they can't see, don't have the red receptors. But yeah, then a lot of people say they do, and definitely how bigger the species, the more colors and lights they can perceive. So yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Don't know what's true.
Bigger eyes, the bigger.
Okay, let me find the picture.
I'm gonna have to go now. So.
Okay.
No problem. Well, thank you for being here.
Hopefully next time you do one of these live streams, I'll be able to get on earlier. It's just like.
Well, you were here for a long time. But you missed Ant Oliver, which was also a lot of fun. Maybe.
Oh really?
Yeah, but maybe we can organize some like small YouTuber stream. Sometime in the future. And then stupid for backup if we need to have questions that we need answered.
Anyway, bye.
Thank you. Bye. Do we have anyone else to move in here? I don't think so, actually.
Move back. Michael Lovers is begging in the chat. You should probably move him in.
Who's begging in the chat?
Average Michael Lover.
But he doesn't talk, or does he now?
Oh, he does now. He does now. That's what he's saying now.
Finally, I got
Haha, I told you to let him in, and I let him in.
Guys.
Thank you.
So shut up. Stop pinging me now.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Red light.
We're talking about ants.
Okay, look in chat. Look in Groovy. So you look. This is what it would look like if they couldn't see red at all. They can still see light. They can still see stuff. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But thing is, ants can see some forms of light waves, so it's even brighter than that. If you know what I mean. It just is darker than putting them in like bright UV light.
Interesting.
Obviously.
Yes. Thanks for the talk.
Hey, Ants Netherlands.
Bye.
Oh, bye. Thank you, Ants Jack.
Bye.
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 Okay.
Well, hold on, I thought you said Ant Shack the whole time. Oh my god. Talking about Ant Check. Okay, fuck me.
Oh, that's
so stupid.
Oh yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Ant Shack. The Ant Shop is on Discord, obviously.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah.
About the small YouTuber thing, if you need backup with talking, I'm right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm sure that you're
Last time I
always there.
checked, you're not very good at talking. You just kind of sit there.
Because I don't have time to talk because everyone is just talking.
Wait, what's everyone's favorite like colony that they keep?
I'd say my Chromatogaster Lystrigan colony.
Ecosoma Bruneum, the whole for the win.
Cringe.
I can't choose a favorite. That sounds like kind of cringe. Yeah, that's your opinion. But
the
yeah.
thing is that probably Aestheticans does have a favorite colony, but he's just saying it as if he loved all of his colonies the same way.
I do. But there are some colonies that I think are meh, like my Tetramorium Caspidum. They don't. Yeah, they are really slow.
They're not
for now.
You know, I always heard of Tetramorium as growing fast.
Yeah.
They are. They grow really fast. It's just his or goon.
Yeah, so I don't know.
If you read the comments under my Tetramorium video, a lot of people said that they went really slow after the first they caught them. Like until hibernation, they only had.
Because... Wait, do you hibernate your Tetramorium? That's pretty cringe, dude. They don't need hibernation at all.
That's really cringe.
No,
yeah, that's kind of
stupid. People hibernate and so don't need to hibernate.
I also hibernated my massive Barbaras, and I think
everyone just started talking at the exact same time. Okay, well, calm down, guys.
How to strike up a fight? Multi-species
Tetramorium
are amazing.
Shut up,
bruh.
Tetramorium are thermophiles, so like they
Deleted.
don't really care at all.
So,
like they actually don't.
Multi-species people that make multi-species colonies, I think, dude, what are you doing? I know that you can keep.
Make multi-species colonies.
What do you mean?
You can keep like Tetramorium Caspidum in a natural setup with another colony, but why would you even do that? I mean, come on.
I mean, it's interesting.
Wait, have you seen
Why not?
Have you seen that some people are trying to like actually combine different species and make them live together?
That's what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Was it?
Wait, no, but I thought you meant like
T-Bone, right?
Oh yeah, T-Bone tried it.
There was a post on Formiculture on it.
It was from the guy who started it was like Roberto from Chile.
Oh yeah, but there are a bunch of Americans who are trying to.
Yeah, Cheeto, T-Bone, Armati, because it's cool.
I mean, this year there's going to be a lot of. I suspect there's going to be a lot of discoveries in that field. Like people.
Yeah, definitely will.
Like a lot of people are going to try. So I'm sure someone's going to be successful.
Oh, people are already being successful currently. Like
Really?
People Camponotus and Formica are doing pretty well. Like,
He was joking, Carcass. He was joking. You should hibernate your Tetras.
What?
No. What?
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Tetramorium
don't listen to stupid. He's just stupid.
Everything that gets locally caught in the Netherlands, at least, you should hibernate. 100% sure.
Not really. No.
Like Myrmica don't need hibernation. Like
Myrmica, Tetramorium.
Yeah, like near me it gets super cold, but I had like my Solenopsis molesta, and I didn't hibernate them, and they're fine. Like
I've got my Myrmica.
You don't need to hibernate them. Like there's some species.
Yeah,
it depends on the species, but like
generally.
But there's definitely some that don't need it.
Yeah.
But if
I agree.
They don't need it, but it wouldn't hurt to hibernate them, right?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt at all. No.
So I guess why not?
I mean, sometimes some species like can go without it, but then if they're like not heated, or sometimes they just want to hibernate.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
You should just pay attention. You should pay attention to your ants and like see what they like, what signs they show. If they show they want to hibernate, then hibernate.
Yeah. Like I know, like my Tetramorium, they didn't do anything because I wasn't keeping them heated enough, so they tried to hibernate until I heated them again. Like it. So basically, some species don't need hibernation, but it doesn't benefit them too much, but it doesn't hurt at all. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mostly Myrmicinae as well. Any species with endogenous endogens, I can't remember what it's called, where they have a biological clock to hibernate. They're the ones you would need to hibernate. If you know what I mean.
I agree with Gawkus
So
here.
if you look in the groovy, if you look in groovy music commands, I put post on the multi-species.
I can agree with Gawkus here. He says also when you hibernate your ants and the queen gets rest and comes out stronger when the spring comes, you should always hibernate your ants if they are from a temperate area.
That's
not. I agree too.
That's not how that works.
I disagree.
No. Because but basically, like, the thing is, it's not the same for all species. Species like Glacius.
But don't you think their lifespan will extend regarding if you hibernate them or not?
It depends on species as well. Like Tetromorium don't get any real benefit from it either. Glacius do 100% will benefit from it, and they need it. Formic, like basically most
like Campanodus, you should hibernate.
Yeah.
Well,
any like species from temperate.
It's all that's.
So they adapt.
You're talking about temperate.
Like saying that you shouldn't say that it's like the case for every species because it's not. In a temperate region,
it's very dependable.
That will do fine without it.
Yeah. It's very dependable and variable and subjective. You know what I mean? It's just a bit messy. You can't say not all ants need hibernation.
Thank you for being here, Ants of Europe. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
Like, bring up some interesting chats here, aren't we?
Yeah.
But to anger all the ant keepers, split in half.
Okay.
The anti-hibernation, the hibernation team.
Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah.
I just gotta say you one thing. If the species is caught in a land that doesn't ever get cold, then you don't need to hibernate.
What do you mean?
If they are caught in a...
He means if they are caught in a region that doesn't have strong winters, you don't have to hibernate the ants.
Oh yeah,
actually,
you don't.
Yeah.
But even species like from Finland, right? Like let's say Myrmica from Finland, they don't need it. Sometimes they might need 1 or 2 months depending on species. But generally, most species don't actually. Most species that are like most Myrmica species don't need it. They just some benefit from it, some don't benefit, some just don't care. You mean it's a bit messy.
Wait, can I leave for a second just to get something?
Yeah, I will end the stream in 3 minutes, but we will talk after off stream. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just stay till the end of stream.
I will end in 3 minutes. Then we streamed for 2 hours, because I still want to upload this video because got watched pretty well. So yeah.
But yeah, bring us some interesting, controversial topics, I guess.
I know. Something we should talk about.
No, I feel like I think the whole hibernation thing is pretty.
Continent.
South America,
hibernation.
I say Australia. Like
why Australia?
I don't know. I just love Myrmecia. They're just. I don't know. I just watched Ants Australia's videos on them, and I love them.
Yeah, okay, but like, that's only one species though. It's only one genus. You know what I mean? Like.
I mean, there's still some other cool ones in Australia. There's like.
Yeah, there's a few other cool ones, but like compared to other regions.
Cephala.
Okay, but what I mean is the continent with the most ant species is like South America, if you know what I mean. Because they have the most time to species.
What's the one with the most documented ant species? Is that right now? That's Australia.
Yeah, that's the most documented because it's the most researched out of all the understudied continents.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's estimated like 10,000-ish species live in the Amazon alone or some shit. Which makes sense because they originated first from South America.
Alright guys, I just mute myself for a while here because we're approaching the end of the stream, and for the people that are still watching, probably the people are in this Discord, but want to say thank you so much for watching this long live stream. It was really fun. We talked about a lot of topics today. I noticed that people really like these streams, and I don't know exactly what that means, but I love to do this in the future, but I don't want to make it a regular thing, if you know what I mean, because yeah, now I had some time, but normally I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for watching, for being here, for the support. Next live stream maybe on Sunday. I don't know if I can squeeze a video out this week. I have to try, but we'll definitely do this in the future. Maybe we can get some interesting guests on here, but there are already so many end podcasts. I don't want to overrule that, you know. I just want to make it a very simple thing where I can talk to my viewers, which sounds a little weird, I know, but yeah, I know that a lot of people actually like it, and I always want to be engaged with my viewers, my community, so I will be doing these live streams, maybe in a different form in the future, but definitely I will do something. There will be a Patreon coming up soon, hopefully, where I can provide you with some exclusive content and stuff, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can't edit this live stream, that would be a little bit too much work, but yeah, thank you so much. I'll end the stream now, and I'll see you another